man. This is gonna be so good if it's true. If it's true. So according to Corey Hayes on Twitter and a couple of other articles, Stephanie Vaquer is set to be called up to Monday Night Raw, and Jordynne Grace is set to be called up to Friday Night SmackDown. Hand claps for these ladies, man. I love these ladies. They definitely deserve it. They are extremely talented. Now, if you've already been watching my content, you already know what I'm about to say about this article. But if you're new to the channel, how I feel about wrestling outlets and their articles, I typically don't pay attention to them because they're usually filled with the 3 S's: speculations, spoilers, or something someone just pulled out of their butt. Okay, that's usually what it is. Unless it's something more serious like an injury or an unfortunate situation in their family or some type of illness. But outside of that, for the most part, they have the 3 S's. They have the 3 S's. But I'm giving more credence to this one. I'm making an exception to this article because if you pay attention to the series of events that happened on NXT in the past couple of days, those things would suggest that this article could be true. You know, like if you see Jordynne Grace versus Stephanie Vaquer on Sunday at NXT Battleground, you saw Jordynne Grace lose that match and Stephanie Vaquer retain the title. Then we saw something that happened last night that shocked the world. JC Jane took the title off of Stephanie Vaquer, which is wild. I don't think anyone guessed that this was going to happen. If they said they did, you know, they lying. But we saw that, and then it makes you wonder, okay, if Stephanie Vaquer was going to lose that title last night, why not have her lose it to someone like Jordynne Grace? But if Jordynne Grace is supposed to get called up, then that will make this all make sense. Then that means that this article could be true because we know that that's a rite of passage when it comes to NXT. If you get called up, you got to drop that title. Whether you have to relinquish it or lose it in a match, you got to leave that title down in NXT for the most part, okay? So when it comes to these two, I'm honestly more excited about the Jordynne Grace of SmackDown acquisition, and it's not meant to take anything from Stephanie Vaquer. She 100% deserves it, but I'm gonna explain to you guys why I feel this way. It's because Jordynne Grace being added to that mid-card division on SmackDown is going to do so much. This is going to be so good because where the U.S. Women's Championship division is at this point is dry. It's drier than my elbows. It's done. And that's no disrespect to Zelina Vega. It's just the booking. It's like, it feels like they don't really care about that. You've seen Zelina Vega wrestle Chelsea Green over and over. You've seen Chelsea Green go against Michin over and over. It feels like they either don't have enough women or they just haven't figured out a way to make this work or make this matter to the fans. But if you look over on Monday Night Raw, you see the mid-card division there, Lyra Valkyria as the champion. That division was kind of the same. You had, you know, Dakota Kai losing matches she shouldn't have lost. Ivy now being involved in matches for no reason. It felt like they weren't going anywhere with anything until Becky Lynch got involved in this situation. And ever since she's had this feud with Lyra Valkyria, it made that title feel like it's a little bit more important, and it's done tremendous things for Lyra Valkyria. She has benefited from this feud with Becky Lynch, from promos getting better. She got to display how great she is in the ring at Backlash, so many other things, and more fans are getting exposed and excited to Lyra Valkyria. And I think Jordynne Grace being added to the women's mid-card division on SmackDown can do the exact same thing, because what they're really missing, for one, is some focus, okay? But number two, they need a formidable, convincing heel, and Jordynne Grace can be that for that mid-card division. That can be so great for Zelina Vega, because there's people out there who are not supporters of Zelina Vega, which is fine. You don't have to like everybody, but what can help her do that is for her to have to face a big obstacle, right? A lot of baby faces, they get people behind them because of that. Cody Rhodes did that. So to have her have a feud against someone like a Jordynne Grace, someone who is cock diesel, that look like they go to GNC every single day, that pump iron every single day, they eat nothing but protein, that is going to be great for Zelina Vega. However way it ends, I know she's probably going to lose it to her. And then my guy Byron from the Flex Zone podcast suggested that maybe we can get Jordynne Grace versus Julia for the Women's US Championship at SummerSlam. Bro, that match would be fantastic. That would be a fantastic match. So I'm happy for this. I'm happy that they're gonna, you know, hopefully this means they're gonna book Jordynne Grace right and just build up that women's mid-card division, because I just want every division to be successful. But that'll fill up that spot on SmackDown. Now, as for Stephanie Vaquer, I don't know where you fit her on Raw. I really don't, because remember there were rumors that she was probably going to join Judgment Day. It seems like Roxanne Perez took up that slot. And honestly, I don't want to see, you know, Stephanie Vaquer's character giving Dominic Mysterio chicken nuggets in a Walmart, you know, gift box. I don't want to see that happening. So I don't know what they could do with her. She has to be somewhere in that mid-card division. I can't even think of what her first feud would be. But either way, whoever it is, whatever it is, I think it'd definitely be fantastic. But overall, I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the Jordynne Grace move up to the main roster, or Jordynne Grace, the Jordynne Grace, and Stephanie Vaquer going up to Raw. And I think NXT will be okay. Again, they are the developmental brand. Their job is to develop talent. So that's what they're going to do. We still got women down there that are fantastic. Lola Vice, Jada Parker, so many different people that's down there. I like Tatum Paxley. I think Tatum Paxley grows. So Ruka is great. I mean, we still got Delta down there. I forget what her new name is down there, but we still got Delta down there. There's so many people down there to pick from, so many talented women that they can find a way to develop them and make them still entertaining for the fans down in NXT. They've always found a way to do that, and I believe they will continue to do that as well. So what do you guys think about the acquisition of Stephanie Vaquer to Raw and Jordynne Grace to SmackDown? Let me know how you feel in the comment section. What do you think both of their first feuds should be once they get to the main roster? I would love to hear what you have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Salute, peace, have a great day.